Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please, and we are back in Fallout 4 You Only Live Once, done live with the Rad Run here in the Institute, and we have got quite a bit of things we need to do. We could go off and do a mass fusion quest, and that would be fine, but I feel like getting on the Brotherhood's bad side this early might be a bad idea. So today, what I wanted to do was clear out our quest log ever so slightly. There's a few things that are really easy, can give us some experience, and with that experience, we'll have a little bit of leeway when it comes to actually taking damage. The way this works is we can't heal, but we can take a point of endurance. It boosts our max health, and if that max health is then being added on to what we have lost, so let's say we were, losing 50 health points or something by being shot by a random Brotherhood person, well, our max health would go up, and our current health would go up as things go. And I think that that is reasonable. So let's get on with it. First stop is Fraternal Post, right close by. I never got Overland Station on side, so feel bad. Let's go help them out. Let's just go outside. Good morning, Neuro. Good morning. Hopefully, this last penultimate part is going to go well. We've got a few things that I want to do. Looking at what we've got for our quest log, I think there's some easy experience on the table. Not a whole lot of outdoor stuff. We'll be able to get between places pretty effectively when it comes to the rads and everything. And Fraternal Post, I'm tired already. This shouldn't be too much of an issue. Even if I do spawn the super mutants, I could probably kill them fairly easily. I don't mind getting some sleep so I can then start building up my adrenaline for another round, because surprisingly, we are sitting at only weakness right now, which I'm not quite sure how I've been able to lose all of the different diseases I've been picking up, and it's worked out, I guess. Taking few enough drugs, we're sitting pretty nicely. So this area, I think, I don't want to, well, I can waste some frag mines, potentially, but I don't want to overdo this. But I wouldn't mind getting the, that's nice, 30 experience right there. Getting the super mutants to come in, so we can shoot him in the head. One shot does it, nice and easy. Now, I'm not quite sure what it is. There is some sort of way to get this to actually spawn the siren without actually tripping anything. So if we want the Guns and Bullets magazine, we need to be careful. Thinking I'll do just a little bit in the way of... I am very low on fragmentation mines. I am not taking them with me. I have not needed them most of the time, so... yeah, this is strange. Let's drop them here and there. Turrets are fine, they're not activated or anything. I'd rather get the experience if I can. I don't know if they spawn as a group right here. I really don't know the spawn locations for these guys. Novice. Chew.
That's it.
And Great Mentats has worn off. So, I think we'll have a holdout situation right here. Of course, they can get behind me, which is no good. I don't want a bunch of stuff in the way. I'm just going to shoot that in VATS. Oh, yeah. I was complaining about the fact that there's not enough frag mines in my inventory. Well, get a little bit of help with that. Probably a good idea to get those out of the way anyway, in case they want to start exploding on me. And all this stuff should be completely unnecessary. I have enough money to make it through the rest of the game, selling everything that I have and buying everything else that I would potentially need.
Nice.
My 308 rounds are not... do a couple of these guys. Maybe a couple up here, just to be sure. Hopefully this kills everything before it's even a problem. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Something about approaching over here causes that to trigger, and I wish I knew what it was. But I think if you come from this side, it doesn't trigger.
Hell yeah.
Okay, activate.
War never changes.
Oh, he said the line. Okay. That off. The helmet. What is it? Okay, let's just pull the circuit breaker, get the guys out. Game, you feeling all right? I thought that was supposed to... I really thought that was supposed to do something. There we go. Okay, that was a little too close. Now we got more... Not everyone at once. Okay, I do not do Fraternal Post 115 enough, apparently. I thought that if you hit the thing, then it automatically summons them, but apparently not. And that was really quite easy. I overestimated how nasty these guys were. That is fine. Better to overestimate your enemies, most of the time at least. I think that's everyone. I need to find all of the, need to find all of the different mines I was laying, because I wouldn't mind having a few more mines than I normally do. I'm taking damage from the fact that I'm hungry. Let's eat up. I think we're good. Let's be on our way. We got our guns and bullets. Do us wonders. Did we pick up Red Eye's stuff? Nope. But yeah, I'm trying to look for 308 ammo because I'm only at 145 extra bullets than my 20 that I have in my clip, and that means that there's going to be situations where I'm just throwing a bunch of ammo at someone, and I might end up needing to, yeah, buy some bullets or something. So I'll keep an eye out for things. But yeah, let's go off to Overland and tell them the good news. I think we should get a couple hundred experience out of this, and then we can go talk to Aaron with Ashes and off to the Mass Pike Tunnel, something or another. Yeah, a few things lined up, and we shouldn't have too much issue getting around in this Radstorm. And getting across here shouldn't be much of an issue. Now, the other thing besides getting the experience to get level ups for endurance is out of ability to jump. Okay, there we go. It'll be useful if I pick up enough level ups by the end that I don't need a bunch of extra boosts to endurance to finally pick up medic. Not medic. Chemist. The one that's also dealing with chems and stuff like that. But yeah, Chemist, I would really, really, really appreciate having some jet fuel. You can see it whenever I having my action points refreshed. It could go a little faster. That'd be very appreciated. But yeah, let's talk to Overland. They're the ones that need me to do this. I can finally get the Tato farm on side.
That either means you haven't gone after those super mutants yet, or good news.
Good news, trust me.
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh?
96 bottle caps.
We've decided.
What about the experience? 363, not even that bad. So
Seems to be growing
I think
well.
I'm going to actually drop this stuff off at Hangman's Alley because I've needed adhesive more often than I can, well, and I'd like to admit for a game where I always build adhesive farms. So what is our situation? 275 out of 310. I don't really think that I need to worry too much about picking up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, let's just keep moving. We don't need to go to Hangman's Alley quite yet. Actually, it makes sense too, because then I'll be able to have the stuff in my inventory, take it off to Diamond City after talking to Aaron, and the Pike Tunnel. I'm going out of order, which is always a bad thing from what I plan. So, now let's see what happens. So I'm pretty sure this next quest is only going to be a pathetic amount of experience, unfortunately. I think the Vault 81, all the experience is essentially 81 with 0 intelligence or 1 intelligence, I forget exactly. It's just a fun little thing because the quests are so easy. They're not going to give you a bunch of experience anyway. But yeah, 81 experience. I'm really wasting a fusion core and time and all that for 81 experience, but no. I need to make sure that girl has her cat, even though the cat's literally been back here for weeks by now. And Starlight Drive-In is under attack. That's unfortunate, but I do not care. I don't think those repelling attacks actually give experience if they successfully repel the attack. I think it's just you show up and they say, hey, good job actually defending us, and then they give you some money. I don't see much reason to go help them if that's the case. And it's pretty far up. So gonna take a little bit, but we can just keep on wasting our fusion cores and talk to Aaron. I need to find out if Aaron is somewhere. Okay, in their room. Who would have thought?
If you
Hi
need
there.
something, ask Alexis. I can't make heads or tails of her story.
Hey,
Ugh, what I wouldn't give for just one evening of solitude.
Yeah, I can't buy from Alexis, unfortunately.
Ashes! You found him!
You haven't noticed your cat
Thanks, mister.
back here for like however long it was?
I was so worried about him.
Okay.
you're welcome.
I'm so glad he's safe. Ashes! Bad kitty. I was so worried about you. And I bet Mom's gonna make me give you a bath.
Oh, meow. It went meow.
I know, I don't like it either. But I'm just happy you're back.
I don't understand why Halt insists on...
Okay, 91 experience.
seen her
That's
so
pretty
worried.
pathetic, but I did get a fusion core out of it, so it saves me the trouble of having an extra one of those around, even though money's not an issue at all. Of course, I didn't time this correctly. I could have gone to the shop and bought some bullets and more fusion cores, but of course, it is too late. Okay, so back out into the radical, wonderful Radstorms we've got going on. And right around the corner is the Mass Pike Tunnel. That should be really easy, just some ghouls. I probably should sleep and build up this adrenaline for use later, but here we are. Luckily, we don't need the extra sleep or more frequent sleep. We only have to worry about taking more damage. Weakness, not really a bad sort of thing when it comes right down to it. I've always said that I'd much rather have weakness than fatigue or lethargy. Those two are just really, really problematic when it comes to actually putting your tactics to good use. And strategy, I suppose. So, once we get outside, we'll take a right and go kill some ghouls. We could go to the other side and kill some raiders, but of course, the extra damage that I'm taking means that every single time someone does 1 damage, it's going to be a little bit more. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue because I'm planning on leveling up enough that it will refill my my health just a little bit here and there. So I guess I could go take on the raiders, at least some of them. And we have enough ammo. I really want to actually use this more if I can. I have like 300 or 400 back at base. But yeah, let's see. Not much on the way of experience. That's fine. And I'm not even going to bother doing too much looting here. We're just trying to build up our experience, get some easy indoor experience, and from there we'll be able to have a few level ups. Potentially necessary given how nasty the final fight's going to be. I've been looking, and I think it's doable. That's why I'm preparing it this way. But the problem I'm going to be facing is I'm going to have to stand on a platform with a bunch of frickin' synths getting everyone hostile, and there's going to be a synth that needs to be defended. And it's not really he needs to be defended, it's just if you leave the platform, then he stops doing his job. Idiot Savant is good to see. Let's just turn on the... Where is that? Miscellaneous Mass Pike Tunnel. There we go. There should be just one person we need to deal with. Now, here there's... I'm gonna do the combat rifle just in case things go poorly. Okay, not too poorly. Over there is some radiation, so I'm not even gonna bother. Only 177 for clearing that out. That's unfortunate. Would have appreciated a little bit more. Like 83 experience for one idiot savant right there. And 260, yeah. So that's why I'm doing this. It is a little bit of extra experience just based on the fact that there's... Forgetting. Apparently there's more ghouls than I was expecting. Which is fine. I'm suddenly drawing a blank over here. Does this connect to... Oh, hello. Yeah, I shouldn't be exploring. I should only go the places where I know, but... Interesting. I don't remember this place. Usually because I don't have computer hacking until the very end of my YOLO run. So when was the last time I've been here? Defeats. Okay. Prize reset. Thank you for that game. Let's go in here and figure it out. This is something I shouldn't be doing, but I'm at least indoors, so I don't need to worry about too much in the way of radiation. Okay, I think I've cleared off enough that I can just, yeah, start trying random things. Open door. Public transportation. Sounds about right. And what is this place? Wonder glue, obviously. Impacts. Nice little bits of things here and there, but yeah, I am just drawing a frickin' blank. This is very strange. Maybe I should be particularly careful because this is... Oh, hello. We've got... Well, at least they can't well, they can burrow technically on anything that's ground. Move over to this. Don't like glowing mole rats, and I should turn around immediately because... Yep, this is a gas room, and I don't like any of this. I'm not here to explore. Fun and all that, but... This is completely me drawing a blank. I don't know where this place is, or how to get in here, or yada yada yada. Chemistry workbench, and a little bit of a power armor workbench. If you were stuck without having any chance of going to settlements. Pretty fun, but yeah, let's be on our way. This... Getting turned around here. It needs to be a bedroll, but I guess there's bedrolls elsewhere in this place, probably. Okay, so we've got that, and oh, it was a legendary. Assassin's Leather Left Arm, so useful. Thank you, game. We can go on to kill some raiders. Nice little diversion that I wasn't really expecting. Okay, I was expecting one thing, more raiders, but here we are. Oh, the ghouls only get up and spawn once you start getting up here, apparently. There was only a raider and a turret. Surprising. Make me waste some ammo there, ghoul. And is everyone else good and dead? Here's so. And I think we are good to... Let's step outside. But yeah, the raiders, I forget if, I mean, I've killed at least a couple of them, but there's still going to be plenty here. I'm in power armor. It's as good as it can get. They should have spawned with pretty weak weapons because I've gone by this place early enough. Should be fine, we should be fine, we should be fine. But be on your guard. Oh, hello everyone. Okay, be aware of the everyone. And that is apparently everyone. There was a legendary. So let's take a look at what he had. Wait, was there a legendary? I could have sworn that one of these guys was a legendary. Suddenly drawing a blank. Oh, yay, we've got penetrating tire iron. Ignores 30% of damage. Okay, thanks game. Been sitting on that for quite a while, I'm sure, but I don't think I'm going to be doing much use of that. I think what I'm going to do is teleport back to the Institute and help defend Starlight Drive-In. Screw you, game. I'm not helping to defend Starlight Drive-In. No, let's work on what we need to work on. So we've got Fraternal taken care of, Ashes taken care of, Pike Tunnel taken care of. Let's go back to the Institute and get to Hangman's Alley. I think that's going to be safer than making our way this way. So first Institute. Okay, there are enemies nearby. Guess I should have expected as much. Let's see if we can make it to Institute if I travel from here. Okay, so it's going to make me do things the hard way. That's fine. Good morning, Fox Spirit. I'm quite tired as well, but it's a good time for me to wake up, smell the radiation. Words fail me completely when it comes to this early of a stream, so apologies on that front. But yeah, I just want to get things set up for a grand finale at a more reasonable time, and because of that, we're going to be hunting some... Oh, hello there, mine. Thing I always take the third rank of... This game would be very different if I wasn't allowed to take any sneak. That would make things rather difficult. But thankfully, well, I haven't set up a rule set where I don't take sneak. That is essentially how I get through this game, because I would die so many times without knowing where all the stuff are. That tin can sounded like a trip wire being tripped or something. This is, yeah. Terrifying, 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 terrifying. Let's go out here. Now, it was actually kind of close to something else I was considering. Just more ghouls. Ghouls are not that big of an issue. Let's take a look. What have we got? We've got level 59, about 2/3 of the way there, let's say. 649 rads. Could be better, but it's not horrible. Steve, I never got around to looting this place. Doesn't seem like me, but of course, Radstorms. Oh, let's see. 307 out of 310. Let's hold off on that. Let's go back to the Institute. We should be safe on this side. And then we'll go off to Hangman's Alley, grab some more potatoes, drop some more stuff off. I do need some adhesive, I'm pretty sure, when it comes to something I want to do at home plate. And yeah, I'll need to set up my carry capacity to be nice and light. We're going to go off and do some more easy quests. Easy, kind of... it's not super easy, but we'll deal with it. There is the super mutants over at I can't pronounce this. Fanuel Hall? Fanuel Hall? Okay. Whatever hall that is. We've got 2 quests there. We've got the haptic drive for Scribe Halen. Quarter Mastery, there we go. We've also got listen to Marty's holotape. So 2 things will send me off to that area. And there's also something else over at Good Neighbor that should be reasonable amount of experience. I forget exactly how much. But yeah, I'm thinking let's do that. But first we need to grab a few things from Hangman's Alley. Everything's going kind of in figure 8, so I'm going everywhere without making it super efficient, but that is fine. Let's hold off on doing stuff there. And let's take a look. I don't need things that are crap when it comes to weight to value, but I wouldn't mind 40, that's great. Mechanist armor. Wow, Mechanist is really expensive. Okay, I'm going to sell that. That is actually useful right there. Mechanist, something or another. Okay, and everything else is not amazing, but good enough. Drop all that, and I'm going to do a quick look-see through the junk. There are a few things that I think that I'll need besides the antifreeze bottle. Not springs, screws, and what is it? Adhesive, obviously. I think we'll need at least screws and adhesive, but we should be fine. Fiber optics I'll take just for the sake. Oil just for the sake. And one of these hallucinogen gas canisters, might as well. A lit cigarette, just waiting to start a fire over here. Some little bits of screws. I think that that should be good enough. Oh, 38 screws just sitting around right there. Aluminum nuclear material. I'm going to just take a few things, and then from there, how is our carrot, corn, mute fruit? Take those because they're light.
Ain't that a blast from the past?
And let's take
Growing well.
the potato plants because that's what we always need when it comes to our silly situation over with adhesive farming and such. Okay. Dude, too much, really? Okay, game. Fine. Drop something. I don't want to drop anything, unfortunately. Let's drop the mole rat and mongrel dog meat. Much better. Okay, now straight to Diamond City. Let's do a little bit of work on a couple things. I'm really freaking tempted to just get chemist and get my jet fuel. That would be just so useful. I can't imagine that not being a good idea, but I do want to build up at least like 2 or 3 levels just in case I'm getting a big nasty hit when it comes to the final battle. Now I think I've done the math on it, and I think I'll be taking about 50 rads in getting the beryllium agitator, and that will take me down to less than 30%. So more damage for me, but also bad because, yeah, I'll only have a max of 30% of my maximum health, and that will be not great. At least. There's another quest, actually. This Splotch of Blood. I don't think I ever dealt with Earl Sterling, Disappearing Act. So, what do you have for your thing?
This better be an emergency.
Oh, right. It's a red one. Oh, let's just give it a try. What have we got? Great Mentats. I was saying I'm doing so well when it comes to not having all the diseases, but thirsty from lack of water. Rank up a little bit. And talk to me about that blood. 70% chance, I believe.
Care to explain all this blood leading to the cellar?
Dr. Crocker must have
there
tracked
we
some
go.
fluids when he went down into the cellar. He's...
Cracked some fluids. Definitely just some fluid. Oh, carrying too much. What the heck? Over encumbered. And how am I over encumbered? Oh, I lost my... Oh, wait. Do I not have grilled? I don't think I have grilled radstag. Well, that's really freaking annoying. Okay, I'm going to drop the really heavy stuff that is Brotherhood of Steel stuff. And I'm still over encumbered. Okay. No one take this. Weight of 20. Okay. Just hold off, hold off, hold off. All of the stuff going in here. We'll sell it soon enough. And no one's going to take these weapons. They're going to be right here. This is fine. I really hope that I remember to grab these weapons on my way out. I should make a note of it. Reasonable. Okay. Oh, that's the expensive thing. Let's do some quick buying and... Oh, God, it's night, so everyone's away. Okay, Percy, quick like.
Oh, I do hope you're here to make... Sure. Let's take a look. Excellent.
Okay, not much on the 308. That is fine. A single fusion core, also fine. And we don't really need other stuff. Wouldn't mind the plasma grenades because I can't make those yet. And I think this will be fine. Let's get rid of everything, first of all. All that good. Now let's go... And what time is it? 1:54 a.m. Okay, so we have our great mentats right now, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to, what's it called? Good Neighbor. But I just want to do a couple things while I'm in Diamond City, otherwise I'm going to forget for about the 500th time or something like that. Drop all of this stuff for now. Get out of here. Let's make up all the potatoes first of all into vegetable starch. Okay. And drop the vegetable starch in here. A lot of stuff that I don't need. And we are going to improve the Gauss rifle for like the first time ever. Or for a long time. Short night vision scope was a complete mistake to leave on there for as long as I have because it makes everything green in a world where everything's already green, and I need contrasting, you know, shades of colors to see anything. So we're going to do a short recon scope. I think that that makes sense. This allows us to make some shots against some targets far away, but not be completely zoomed in way too close to enemies that are moving up on us. So yeah, short recon scope, there we go. Very nice. And looking over here, let's just take a quick look at, okay, fragmentation grenades. We have everything that we would need for quite a few, but I think we also have something like a lot when it comes to a few things. I'm going to take the Radstag. I have a lot of gulper slurries and everything. Speaking of which... there's more gulper slurries to be had. Like that. I might as well have some more noodle cups because water is always good to have some food with. And 25 rad resistance. Nope. Technically not allowed in the rule set that I set out for me really early on by saying that you can't make an item if its sole benefit is to increase radiation resistance. So, unfortunate. I'm gonna make this stuff because I was saying something about wanting more experience. And there we go. Okay. Getting a few things put away that we don't need. Figure out what would be the best thing to take with me. I really don't need most things when it comes to 67 stim packs. Really sell those. Really a good idea. And did I remember everything? Like the flour and the... Not? Okay, so let's call that good. I do think I do want a couple more Nuka Frees. just to make sure I don't run into issues. Now, I have guns outside that I really need to remember to take. I want to go talk to Crocker, and then we'll be able to do a few things. Namely, put the fusion, whatever that was, flamer fuel away. Let's take some more 7.62. It is very light, 100 bullets brings us up from 182 to 185, so not bad right there. 3 fusion cores and something expensive that's light, and we don't need our Brotherhood of Steel combat armor. I'm going to stick that away for now. I think we're approaching ready to head out. And again, immediately peckish. Great. I'll take a few roasted Mirelurk meat extra. Wonderful. I'm going to set that as my food item. And purified water is set. I'm going to take a grilled radstag just to have that extra carry weight around all the time. And then from there, I think we're good. Actually, no. I remembered something on my list of things that I needed to do. Need to remember all of the stuff. The 138, no. 164 out of 230 were good. I have a weird special happening, and I thought it was a problem, but then I remember that I actually did something in Vault 88 that caused me to pick up intelligence and lose my extra agility. So, get back on the pommel. Get that agility back up, and there we go. Now we are definitely ready. We don't need extra intelligence. It's pretty much useless except for helping make the hacking minigame have a few less choices, so easier to get through that, and a little more experience, which I guess I'm needing, but I have Idiot Savant, so I have a better chance of getting more experience the less intelligence I have. Yeah. Now let's move forward. Talk to Crocker and immediately say that it's not his fault. We should be good to take... Yes, I'll take all of this. And for the ammo, let's take the lowest weight stuff. So 5mm, 3.8, 10 fusion cell, plasma, 45. And I think from there we'll just leave this other stuff. Now we can see how nasty Crocker has been.
You've really been a handful, you know.
Oh, poor Earl.
But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here.
Yeah, you fixed things all right. Fixed yourself some time in a Diamond City jail cell.
Jail cell? You don't get it, do you? And they love him.
You made a mistake, but you can still do the right thing, Doctor.
You're right. I can fix anything.
Okay, a little bit of a Spark Notes version. He went missing. He was going to do some work on him. He killed him.
Is that Dr. Crocker?
Because of a bad surgery.
I think you owe me an explanation.
I
What
think
happened here?
you owe me an explanation. How did you not know that there was a dead corpse slowly being dismembered?
Take a look around for yourself.
That's Earl Sterling's body. So, Earl didn't just vanish.
You didn't know. It's not your fault.
Of course it's not my fault. I better report all this to security.
Okay, so Sun is done, and we can move forward. Talk to Ellie. I don't know how much experience this is, maybe 100 or 200. This is a really easy quest that you can do just in Diamond City, nice and easy, but yeah, might as well pick it up. We're picking up 1-2 bursts of rads. I'd say that that's worth it. Okay, Ellie, let me tell you about Earl.
You're back. How did everything go with the Nakano case?
Oh, you haven't heard.
I have been declared King of Far Harbor. You may bow.
Oh boy. It's like that, is it?
Yep, Far Harbor
All
is
right.
definitely a kingdom.
I'll just mark the case as being
of Adam.
closed with a note about this Far Harbor place. Thanks for coming in for this one.
Uh-huh.
Don't be a stranger.
Uh-huh.
And
Ellie?
I'm
So,
not a
You
stranger,
find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
even though I've got a strange outcome to that case.
Earl's not doing a lot of running anymore.
Crocker killed Earl?
Crocker killed himself.
Goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Here, I'll send word along. Thanks again.
Okay, and we've got 100, 200, almost 300. Not nothing. It's, you know, not much, but that's fine. Would be nice for Idiot Savant to proc on some of these. Thinking. I think... Oh, this is getting tedious, but... How much does Shane give for his quest? I never did that one. Oh, this is covering all the bases. Clear out the water supply. We've got a toaster. A couple items are not worthwhile at all. And what else? The antifreeze bottle. Riveting stuff here. Yeah, I think I've taken more rods in this one than pretty much the other quests combined. Well, not other quests, but... Dang it, Shang! Okay. Okay. That's fine. We'll get to him eventually. Now, we will have to come back here anyway to redo the transmittery thing or whatever for Travis's radio station. Drop this here. And I think with that... yeah, returning to Shang, that's something we can do eventually. Order Mastery and listening to the holotape. Let's just listen to that quick like. I know we don't really need to, but Marty, what have you gotten yourself into now?
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Droud.
And so on top of that place, we'll be able to pick up a grasshopper, and that leads us to some bars and a sword. And we don't need to go through the hall itself because we have a jetpack, which is just wonderful. I do like having a jetpack in this game and just skipping most of
I don't expect
those
that
things.
name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
And somehow he does some recon on the hall, but is able to make it all the way up to the frickin' roof and gets killed right before getting to the grasshopper. I don't know. But yeah, let's go this way. I think I dropped off a hallucinogen canister, and I wouldn't mind having one of those for something else in that part of the neighborhood. And I would be under junk, obviously. Hallucinogen containment. There we go. So, I think we are going to be able to kill 3 birds with 1 trip. Get Tribe Halen's thing, get Marty Bullfinch's thing, get the hallucinogen gas canister over to Fred, and we'll also be able to pick up some more 308 ammo because we're looking a little better, but 155... well, 175. That's not too many bullets, frankly. And it's been a very strange run because I always expect to see raiders here, but they're smart enough to stay indoors for some reason. It's been a very peculiar run with the fact that raiders don't like to be where they're normally. Right at the drug stash. And trying to think if there's anything else. I already cleared out Hubris. I was thinking to actually go into the, what is it, the City Hall with all the Mirelurks. That would be more Mirelurk eggs. I would be able to have truly unlimited amounts of AP refreshing. Suppose that wouldn't be the worst thing, but of course, I did not do the research on that. I don't remember exactly how it goes. I know there's a queen at some point. I know there's some triggers for things, and I know Mirelurks can hit rather hard, and they might not actually be showing their face as much as they need to for you to do much about it. So yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. Maybe in between parts I can talk myself into doing something about that, but for now, definitely not. And let's think, Tinker Tom, when was the last time I picked up some stealth boys from him? Because I think it could be useful to try some stealth boys in the final fight just to continuously be stealth boyed, make it so enemies are not really targeting you as much as they otherwise would be. But again, it might not be super possible. Vertibirds. Don't like vertibird. Ooh. Don't like vertibird sounds. Oh. Okay, those guys were doing much better. Radstorm's going away. Get that back. Yeah, I've totally just not cared about sitting around for 10 seconds after realizing that I needed to get a Radstorm back. Whatever caused the Radstorms to not be permanent in this mod, I wish it wasn't so, but here we are. So in Good Neighbor, Cleo has some, I don't think we need oil or things like that. If we were doing the Minutemen ending, of course I'd be buying all the fun stuff from her, but let's just do some fusion cores and 308 ammo.
Sure. Let's take a look. Right.
Okay. 37 of those, that's fine, and yeah, nothing useful over there. Not for me. I won't be picking up any more 2mm. I think I have enough. And maybe a few of these. I just want to be able to sprint non-stop. For weapons, you have plasma. No, not pulse. Plasma. And there goes some sneeze. Wonderful. Okay. Sneezes dealt with, and a lot of caps going to her. Give them the Mechanist helmet. And maybe something like a lot of the Stimpaks. Wow. Oh, there goes all the Stimpaks. I had to actually give away some of my caps. I'll have to deal with that, but that's fine.
Means a lot to me that you made the library.
I am here to trade. Let's take a look.
Everything's guaranteed to last. Until it doesn't.
Okay, not much on the 308 rounds, and I'm guessing you don't have the best weapons. Plasma grenades might as well. Okay, so plasma grenades and other big, heavy-hitting stuff I think will be useful since I've only taken 2 ranks of the explosive expert. Get in here. And so just doubling up and, well, probably triple and quadruple and whatnot. Fred. Where the heck is Fred? Wake up, Fred. I've got something you didn't even know you needed. Slowly but surely.
I am so happy to see you again.
Me too.
You have any work?
Yeah, you know the gun. I mean...
Okay, let's get some money. Or at least a slight chance of more experience. And 200 caps already have it.
Actually, I already have.
Oh, man. Here's your...
And Idiot Savant pulls in... What the heck? 2,300? That means that quest was like 460? 460 for a hallucinogen? Okay. Thank you, Fred. You made this trip worth it. I think we're good here. I don't think Rufus has anything. He's a... Yeah, let's just see.
I'll take a look.
Let me know if you want to
We're not
trade.
going after the beer robot. Sure. Few caps to him and a few bullets to me. Looking much better. 200, well, 243, 308 ammo. Pretty good. So let's go off to Finale Hall, whatever that hall is. Deal with some super mutants. Deal with the flux capacitor thing. I don't even know, whatever it is. And then from there, we'll be able to get a little bit more experience before jumping into picking sides against the Brotherhood. Let's talk to Tinker Tom as well, because it won't be long before Tinker Tom starts getting to be more of a target than a merchant. Yeah, things are going to start moving pretty quickly. But yeah, I want to get as far along as I can to make the final episode rather short and sweet, one way or another. Well, hopefully short and sweet. It could be short and disappointing. If the first guy that has a missile launcher decides to take a pot shot at me and I blow up and that's the end of the run, then that would be unfortunate, and I'll say to myself, I really should have just done the Minutemen run. Another Minutemen run in the Rad Run seems like it would have been more than acceptable, but yeah. So over here, we've got some raiders in the way. We could probably get around them. And the ghoul. There we go. We do have to be careful, because going vertical in a place that's not super obvious where there's enemies can get really nasty. Lots of chaos around, so if vertibirds start flying outside of their expected locations, then all of a sudden we're dealing with a lot more in the way of random explosions killing me. I'd like to avoid the random explosions killing me. Jumping across the rooftops, we could actually get some of these raiders, in fact. Should not be an issue. Should being the operative word. A few things around here that are actually kind of fun. I love the jetpack because it just makes the situation quite literally a turkey shoot. So let's pull out our Gauss rifle, mark everyone up that we... Okay, why is it not marking them up like I want it to, which is kind of annoying. So some nastier enemies. Let's do this the correct way. Oh, the correct way would be jet, but I think we'd be fine to just...
What was that?
Kill them all. And anyone else want to die? Got some enemies over there. Don't want to spend too much time here. Nice, easy experience. I'm not even going to check whatever the raider had. I'm going to assume that it's a piece of crap gear that I'd have to wear. That is a robot that would be a friend if I wanted him to be a friend. Okay, so let's first start with... Rad damage is picking up. That was a... They really saved the rad damage to show up at, like, a huge burst of rad damage time. Like, I know I've been taking rads for quite a while, but 4.4 damage for rad damage, kind of mean game. I don't think I took that much damage. Fine. I'm gonna actually check over here. There's a fun thing on top of here. What it's not necessary. There's not a whole lot of point to doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I think I need to eat something. Okay, 1 Mirelurk egg, whatever thing, omelet later, and the alpha, whatever, death claw. No, don't fall off. You might have something. Okay, whatever. Oh shit! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh, not part of the plan. What did I not make a? What the? I didn't make a big noise. Radstorm went away really quickly. Aggressively unpersistent Radstorm. Okay, so I wanted to jump from there to there, and then I decided I wanted to go... Okay, the Matriarch, sometimes it's a legendary. Wanted to double check that, I didn't even see. But yeah, the super mutants over here are not much of an issue. Oh, missile launcher, kill him. Okay, yeah, I forgot about missile launcher. And I don't care so much about you. But to get on top of that thing now is going to be a little more annoying. It might be best to go the other. Might be able to get over here, and then we'll zigzag our way up there. Might need to waste a whatever it's. Half core usage, just letting you know. What's that half core? And I don't know what's half core. I'm using a lot of cores of fusion cores. Red Horse HDI, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to go up, 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 and just a little bit more just to be sure. And we have made it to the top.
Yes.
And got the grasshopper. A few more guys over here. And got everyone. That's no, that was everyone. Now, with that taken care of, I think I'm going to jump inside and pick up the reflux capacitor thing. Now, it should be safe immediately, but it's not going to be too far from enemies. Gotta be nice and sneaky. Oh, good God. That was much closer than I was. That could have ended. Okay, calling it. Jeez. That was not fun. Let's get, there it is. Flux sensor at the end of the thing. I thought that was a little more removed. Should have paid, oh, and it was rad powered. Oh yeah, I've got a lot of extra strength capacity for all of my radiation at this point. That's kind of fun. Now we do have super mutants in here. And I always say super mutants are aggressive, and they like shooting you much faster than you would otherwise want them to be shooting you. And there's a legendary right there. Okay. There's a legendary. I don't know if I like any of this. Other guy is going to step out. And those guys did not notice. How did they not notice? Okay, super mutant brute, butcher, and
I know. I am stupid, not blind. You are just like the rest of us.
and let's take a vat shot. And that's just a mutant hound. And that was pretty easy.
Who knows? Maybe you're right, brother.
Wow, that's a very distant echo. Where's that? Above me? What? Not quite sure what was happening there.
No green stuff here.
Okay, no green stuff, they say. Exterminator's leather chest piece. I think we can be done. Yeah, let's just exit the top and extradite ourselves from the situation. I didn't see legendary on the other guys. Maybe I did, but I don't care enough to go after them. That was a nice little turkey shoot. So, yeah, let's call that good. We probably have enough carry weight to deal with that. We do. Let's be on our way to quick like talk to Tinker Tom. I think we're making pretty good progress in leveling up a few extra levels. The temptation of getting Chemist and being able to take 2 points, one to get up to intelligence for Chemist and one to take Chemist and make jet fuel. That's pretty enticing. Jet fuel would really help in the final battle just to make sure that I don't need to waste spamming the Mirelurk egg omelets. Very, very tempting indeed. Well, it's taking a while, but it is downtown Boston in a Radstorm, so Do bear with me. And the point where I start... Okay, there we go. I was starting to worry ever so slightly. Let's go off and... Gilded Grasshopper. Commonwealth Bank is actually right there. Problem is... Did I actually forget that I had the Commonwealth Bank as something I wanted to do? That's probably the case. Ah. Not something I necessarily wanted to do, it's just something I could have done. The best way would be to get over there, get on top of there, then make your way over to that side, I believe. Or get to that side, get over there. But it is just literally right there, isn't it? So... what's the best way? We could fly through the collapsed part and make it easier. I don't think there's enemies around here. This is not part of the plan, but I'm this close. I'm going to go see Tinker Tom. Might as well make him happy at least once. Come on, up here. Okay, we should be good. There's the little walk the plank board over there. I'm going to eat something just to be sure. Don't want to waste all of the fusion cores and whatnot. And we get a jet out of it. Wonderful. Okay, now we can talk to Tinker Tom. And that would be Railroad HQ over there. Very hard to see things in a Radstorm. Makes sense, I suppose. Let's go that way. Oh, this is not going to go well. Didn't go as horribly as I expected. Here's the church, nice and easy. And I got a little bit of a running start, false start. Something yard penalty. And we should be nice and safe up here. Yeah, I'll just go in the front. Now, with only 33.33, a third of our health left because of all the rads, let's talk to Tinker Tom, potentially one last time, turn in a nice little gizmo, well, having placed the gizmo, turn in the quest. He's probably going to give us another one immediately, that's fine, and we'll see if he has some stealth boys. If he doesn't, that way that I at least feel okay by the fact that we're, going to go see him. Be kind of a bad send-off. Hey, Tinker Tom, you have any stealth boys? No, I haven't. Okay, bye. And then you never see him again until a fateful day in the near future. So,
I just heard the most.
Yeah, Desdemona. I don't know. I'm nostalgic right now. I've killed the railroad so many times. I feel like my next run needs to be a railroad run.
At first glance,
so
the atmosphere
it's so disheveled.
deep into the data. I already lined up another place to stash one of my babies. If you got the time.
Oh, I've got the time for you, Tinker Tom. Another Mila, only 118. To finish that thought there. Okay, let's talk to Tinker Tom. Let's sell some stuff. Austin Bugle. And does he have... He does not have any aid. That's unfortunate. Well, it's been nice knowing you, Tinker. What the heck? I have a... Where did I pick this thing up? Okay, that's weird. So I still have my Gauss rifle, but apparently he just had, or I just had, a Gauss rifle sitting around. Kind of strange. Rad powered, it's not worth it. Anything else I can get rid of? Not really. Ammo situation. All of this stuff can go away. And that's just perfect.
Let me take this chance to read my unabridged copy of War and Peace.
Okay, so Deacon said something. Yodo. Yeah. I think if I was doing a railroad run, then maybe I would limit myself to, once I get the deliverer, I'm stuck using only the deliverer, and I can't use any other weapons, and I need to be super secret agent-y, can't use power armor. That would be a railroad run right there. That'd be pretty fun. I really wish that my rule sets, or the Miniature Nerd rule sets, allowed for some leeway when it came to YOLO and using guaranteed legendaries. There's just so many fun ones out there. Spray and pray, splatter cannon, all of the different destroyers and wastelanders, and all the different armor that you can get full sets of. Yeah, Nero, that is... I want to find a run hard enough that I can use guaranteed legendaries. That would be interesting. Maybe I'll find it one day, but this is not that run. This run is too easy. Only 33% of my health left, and I can finish up the game with a couple of missions. Wham bam, and then I'm done pretty much. Well, that's true. They do have their own power armor paint. What does that paint do? Isn't it like charisma or perception or something? I know that, what is it? Minutemen does perception. Or is it Vault? I forget. There's Minutemen paint and Vault Tech paint and all the different paints, and just get the Hot Rod paint. It is a good little boot. Wait. Did I ever... No, I didn't, because lead lining. That makes sense. I was just suddenly realizing that my armor's not very painted. Yeah. I think lead's a little more useful this run. So, we are right around the corner from the grasshopper, and we've already killed the thing. Things, plural. One of these... I need to read it. I probably need to read it, don't I? Gilded grasshopper. Food for the grasshopper, I think it's what it's called. And then immediately... There we go. And luckily, I don't have a box of all of my fusion cores and ammo and guns and stuff sitting out and having this digging sequence despawn them, because that would just be the worst. That would be... that'd be really annoying. Okay, so railroad paint is perception. Minutemen paint is charisma. Yeah, that sounds about right. Minutemen need to talk everyone down. But I guess the railroad needs to be all clandestine and be able to talk their way into Brotherhood, Pridwins, and, you know, to blow it up and stuff. That took a while to dig. Okay.
Perfect.
And 413 for the Gilded Grasshopper. Not horrible. Or what I had to do it. Get it. That's fine. So, what have we got? We've got Mass Fusion. Most everything else is unnecessary. Kill the Raiders. Talk to Green Top. Quartermaster Semper Invicta. Support the Brotherhood Recon team. I think I need to kill... What is it? I can turn in quartermastery, but cleansing the Commonwealth is, yeah. Bedford is too far out of the way for me to care to do that, I think. Yeah, I think it is. Let's go back to the Institute, go talk to Scribe Halen after leaving the Institute immediately, and then from there, let's call that good. Now, I forget how much we're going to get from Scribe Halen. Probably not going to be much. But, yeah, we're trying to wrap up some loose ends. We're at level almost 61, about 75, 80% there. And 4 fusion cores, not horrible. There's a few more locations that I think that we could pick up some easy experience. I don't think we really need it, though. We're at 2 level ups, almost on 3. Maybe what we do is we get through the mass fusion fight, and then from there there's some really easy quests, a lot of experience thrown our way, and then we can see how we feel about taking Chemist. That's tough. Mass fusion shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think we have everything we need for that, but... Oh, they put up a very kind of you. Okay, let's talk to Scribe Halen. And then I think we're going to make our final preparations for turning on the Brotherhood. The last quest we're going to do before starting a war with the Brotherhood by going after the Beryllium Agitator is, of course, going and talking to Scribe Halen, giving them some tech.
You're back. Hope that means you recovered the tech.
Yeah, it's only been like 3 months.
Here it is.
Good job. Hope it didn't give you any trouble. Here, tech will always be in demand. When you're ready for more?
And if it's like
Perfect.
right around the corner,
Areas on
sure,
your map.
but guessing it's not going to be right around the corner. And what's the experience? Only 236. Not great. Okay. And the next tech is Quartermastery or Vega Assembly Plant. Well, it is kind of right around the corner, but I think I have the willpower to do that. Let's just head straight off to... Oh, yeah, I'm not outside. First outside, then the Institute, then we do a final look at what we need for turning on the Brotherhood. We should be pretty set. I'm thinking as long as I have enough... I don't even need a lot of grenades or mines for this area. Would be nice to have a few extra mines. I'll do some quick note checking after getting to the Institute. We'll take a little bit of a intermission before a final little fight to start escalating things a little bit. This is going to be quite the escalation. Get into the Institute, then we'll step away for a minute here. Yeah, let's get a drink, let's chill, and be back in just a bit. We need to figure out exactly what we need to go off to mass fusion. I'll be back in a second. Okay, and we're back. We just need to take a deep breath before we jump into this. Is there anything that we'll need that we do not have right now? Yeah, we have tons of things that we could drop off at the Brotherhood that I probably should have dealt with. oh, what was it? The looking at sorting. Only 2 technical documents, so that's not even that much. Guess I did just stop by there. 234 out of 300. We'll be able to pick up some stuff, and all this is pretty light, or fairly light. Ammo. I think we're good with that. Mirelurk egg omelets at 52. Nuka free. Might need to take a few of those moving forward. In the radiation room, we need to make sure that we have jet, or maybe a psycho jet just to last as long as we need it to. And then from there, yeah, we need to fly. And we'll need to use some Mirelurk egg omelets to get through that. Bottle cap mines and fragmentation mines. I wish that I had more, frankly. But we have plasma mines, so I think we're actually completely set. Is there anything else? Adrenaline at 50% weakness, 20, and overtired is already going to be getting into a nasty bit of AP refresh next rate. We're fine. Let's go do this. Let's finalize our war with the Brotherhood. One way or another, they are going down. We cannot finish this game with them as a surviving faction. Well, we technically can, but even if we were doing the Minutemen, they would not be surviving. That would make it too easy. So, if we're going to go off to the Brotherhood's next target, the mass fusion building, we're going to teleport straight onto the top of the building. Now, we told Allie Fillmore that we don't need them there, and I think a stealth boy just to start out will be good, just to make sure that there's not a random Brotherhood person immediately on us. Just making sure. Man, it's always great to see this low health and this amount of rad face happening. Need to be sure that Order Mastery, Mass Fusion, get rid of all of this stuff that we don't need. Yeah. One thing is I'll keep the endurance around, and then if we need to, not the endurance, the level ups around, and if we need to, we can get a little bit of health back, but that would be a dire situation. So I think take the stealth boy now and get on the platform. Not quite sure if we lose control or not. And in here and straight off, yep, use the relay. And I guess we had a second to get onto get into our Pip-Boy. I'm gonna stop being able to use words because I'm suddenly turning into, okay, we're fighting the Brotherhood. We need to have our wits about us. They have heavy-hitting, fast-firing weapons. They do laser damage, which is energy damage is lower. Or, I mean, resistance is lower for us on our XO1. Got to be very careful about mass fusion. Mass fusion is... It's not impossible. It's by no means impossible. We just need to... Okay. Immediately take the berry mentats. Berry mentats. Need to find out where the enemies are. Okay. One over there. And failing all of the quests. Stealth boys already ran out. Okay, we've got...
What was that?
A few people are going to start paying attention. This top area shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's a lot harder for the Brotherhood, if I remember right. They have to get shot at by a bunch of synths, then there's more synths.
Shoot to kill orders.
And I have strict shoot, I'll kill you orders as well. There's not vertibirds that... Okay, there's vertibirds below us, but they don't drop more stuff on us. That is not what happens here. Better not be what happens here. Is this the last person?
Not like this.
Potentially not. Who else is still around? I'm still in caution, so someone's still around to put me in caution. Spend too much time here. Grab that stuff. Back into... I don't like that there's a vertibird around. Usually I'm, you know, not liking it whatsoever anyway, but I'm very particularly not enjoying the fact that there's vertibirds. I think we should be done. We can always jump off. We don't need to kill everyone on top, and I think that that is a good idea. Setting our sights on fragmentation grenades to start. And of course, the plunge. Let's jump down here. And the game just decided that I'm not going to take a jump and have the big, huge power armor landing thing. A little strange. Yeah, and here we're going to face off against a few Brotherhood people. Again, shouldn't be too much of an issue. And I don't think there's going to be too many power armory people. Those are Protectrons. There's Protectrons still there. Oh, shoot. Kill them. Okay. Don't miss your shots. Do not miss the shots. Missing the shots is bad. Unyielding. You know what? If I've ever had a run that's coming close to unyielding being useful, this would be the run. 25% less health. I am quickly approaching that level. Okay. I could lay some mines around. I don't think I'm going to do that. The Protectrons can be just chilling right there. That's fine. Let's go get a beryllium agitator. We're going to take a lot of rads in a very short amount of time. I think it's going to push us below 30. And I completed help defending Starlight Drive-In. Thank you, game, for, you know, having that be taken care of. Okay, no one should be immediately hostile. Right? Okay. The Assaultrons are chill. I think what we'll do is... How many would be a good number? 2 or 3? I think we'll go with 2. And 2 for the other one. And for the gigantic Mr. Sentrybot over here, let's do... Not too close, because that'll be a bad situation if they automatically immediately blow up on him. And... Screw it, one more. Okay, now in here... I think we can take care of this guy by just hacking into the system. I don't do it too much. Picking up a rad suit as if I could wear it. I'm just gonna put that down. Too tempting otherwise. Yeah, it's very nice of the game to just throw a hazmat suit in here in case you're getting this far and you just don't have enough capacity to deal with rads. I think it could be this one. Good. Open up the safe and get the Protectron dealt with. And he's not legendary, so just shoot him. I don't care to have him on my side, so let's get our water topped up and our sleep topped up. I want to have as much action as possible. So a nuka free. And so we're at what? A little over 90%. Jet is on. Nylark egg omelet. All of that is good. Now, we should have enough time to get up there with very little rads.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait.
As soon as we see the door open or the rad spike, we need to move. And that doesn't do anything, obviously.
You may proceed.
And that's opening, sprinting, and jumping, and eating, and eating, and eating. Okay, that's a little bit of a waste. That's fine. Open. Open. Oh my god, I didn't press the... This is going wonderfully. This is not going wonderfully. Is it? I'm gonna die in here. Oh my god. Grab the thing. Grab the thing. Did I take it? Did I take it? Oh, hopefully I took it. Okay, good, I took it. Go, 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 go. That was a hell of a lot more rads. Oh god, I'm still getting all the rads in the world. Jesus. Oh my god.
Please wait.
Okay, a little flustered. My 50 rads turned into 100 rads really quickly. I'm now about at 25% health, which isn't good. Security. There we go. Okay, lots of explosions that didn't need to be explodings. And everyone's dead over there. Wonderful. Okay. Things are, well, they went worse to plan than I wanted them to. That was not good. Could have definitely done with less rads in there. I forgot to press the buttons that I needed to be pressing buttons for. That is not good. We'll deal with it. Don't miss the shots. We will deal with it. I don't want to walk into the final fight with 25% of my health. That is not a good number. Didn't even notice if that was legendary or not. What are we at? 107 out of 405. That is... could be worse. Let's drink up. We need some water. Now we have to get out of here. I usually like to fight my way out, killing all the people that are trying to chase us. Might not be the best idea this time. We'll see. Psycho Jet and all that fun stuff will be useful, but oh man, that was a lot more rads than I should have taken. Didn't press the button, and then I didn't press the other button.
It's out there.
Everyone wants to fight. Let's just kill everyone nice and easily from here. So they're coming in. Oh, and we've got danger. Definitely took some damage there. I don't want to just sprint by them. They're going to shoot me. Just kill the heavy hitters. That just one last guy over there. Okay, there we go. Everyone done? Okay. Yeah, sorry, I needed to... Ghoul Slayers. Dang it, game. A little late for ghoul slaying. Yeah, that could have gone better. We actually lost even more health. What was that, 2 or 3 damage? Again, we are doing a little worse than I want to be doing. Not the end of the world, but dang, is it painful to be taking damage this late in the game. And the amount of rads as well. Let's take his gear just for the sake of it, and go talk to good old Allie Fillmore, see what she thinks of the whole operation. I am very disappointed in myself for the amount of rads I took there. That's gonna live with me. Okay, so a little bit of looting, and we should be good. I really don't need to do this. Like, this is completely unnecessary, the amount of caps that I have right now. But I suppose it's not the end of the world. Now, let's go talk to Allie. Still can't believe I did that poorly. Maybe I should have known to press buttons a little faster. Remember that pressing the buttons to get the beryllium agitator, remembering to press the buttons to close the door, probably would have been useful. But here we are. So, we've declared war on the Brotherhood, we've had our first outing against them, and we did pretty well, but yeah, we've got a few easy missions in our way before the end. First one, I think, is tracking down the scientist, and then we have to go set up the radio in Diamond City, and then it's talk to the directorate or something like that and get experience just for saying, well, whichever way I tell you, it doesn't matter because I don't have any control over the place. That's fine. And then there is, I think, the railroad. That's why I wanted to deal with good old Tinker Tom one last time, because we might be saying goodbye to him today. We'll see. Now, of course, Allie is going to be waiting where we're going to eventually be going.
Oh, a lot of us will have a hard time accepting an outsider as our next director. It won't be easy.
Okay, well, does this make it any better?
Well, I see you managed on your own. I'll make sure I understand.
Okay, there's that, and that gives me 700 experience. Pretty good. Could be better. That's fine. So now that we're at war with the Brotherhood, I think it's going to be sending us to talk to Father. Then from there, just a quick little run over to Grey Garden, and then some chatting, great mentats, and yeah, it'd be pretty easy. Actually, I can just kill the Minutemen. Wouldn't be any issues there.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
And he's talking about medicine, I think.
Pain or tenderness? Not that I've noticed, no.
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns with it. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future. And look at me. I'm wasting time.
Whatever it is, I can take care of it.
I certainly hope so. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation.
If I've done something to jeopardize the Institute...
I have no doubt that you... While you were assisting Dr. Phil, apparently there was some miscommunication. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I need you to go there. Dr. Thompson is on site. I know you can resolve this situation.
They'll listen to me.
Believe me.
Okay, so Sean tells me to... I am over capacity. When did I get over... Oh, because of overtired, over-encumbered. Oh, good, good, good. Please don't tell me that I actually took damage there. Okay, I didn't. That's incredibly terrifying, though. Never again. Never again will I be that close to being over-encumbered in the middle of a conversation. Okay, so we can just be straight on our way, talk to the person. I think I want to do at least a little bit of selling. I know I just dropped the hunter rifle, but fine.
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
Not really, but I'll take your
Let's see what
caps.
you have.
Okay, so get rid of anything that is extra heavy, and more importantly, extra. I don't think I'm going to be using unyielding, even though that is all three plus 3 stats to all stats, 25% less health. That is now pretty much automatically in play. The last fight is going to be too dangerous otherwise. I do not have ballistic weave, so that is not going to be part of the lineup, unfortunately. Really shouldn't be doing that stuff. I should just... Some heavier things are unnecessary. That's fine. Take some extra caps. And let's be on our way to the next end. Reach the house. Yeah, I'm gonna see if the Minutemen can be not reasoned with, rather than talking them down. I am the general after all, but I haven't been a very good general, so they probably don't have much patience for me. Okay, so we have enough fusion cores, let's just keep running. Probably would be a good idea to build up some adrenaline before the last fight. There's a few things I have in mind. Would be a good area to deal with that, but for now, let's focus on just getting through. Then we can take a nice long nap. Our disease risk pool is probably big enough that we're going to automatically take a disease. And it's going to be lethargy. I just know it. Forward to it, but we'll deal with what we have to deal with. Provisioners just making the roads safer by attracting any attention that would otherwise be on them. Good to see them about. Road looks clear, bridge looks clear. Now we just need to deal with the Minutemen. I think I'll go the Grey Garden side of things and deal with them that way. Of course, there is the whole fact that the Brotherhood are over there, and they are now not very friendly, so not get too close to them. Random safe. I think over here there's only a dog meat. Poor doggo did not have much fun times when it came to this run. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Okay, but you know who's not a good boy? The Minutemen, for making our lives difficult here at the Institute. So what have we got? 5 Minutemen. 4 Minutemen. 3 Minutemen, 2 Minutemen, 1 Minuteman, and no Minutemen. Wonderful. So now we just need to talk down a guy. I feel like Great Mentats is going to be necessary for a good situation. Just a little bit of a drawback that we need to actually do it like this. Forget, is my newsboy cap or whatever it is sufficient? I don't think it will be. Akram, newsboy. Yeah, let's just take a Great Mentats. Give me a disease. Okay, good.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out.
Everything's taken care of. You're
good.
The Minutemen were only doing what they felt.
Well, can we just get... I know.
Okay, we're running through this conversation because we need to not, talk about the fact that I just killed the Minutemen in cold blood, but that's fine. We're going to be talking to the guy, and it'll be nice and easy. And this guy is one hell of a scientist
Mr.
for not
Wallace,
having
I'm here to
good
talk to
research
you.
facilities
You're another one
available to him.
of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
I am not a robot. Well, I might be.
I mean you no harm.
You're not stealing my organs, or shooting me into space, or whatever it is you do. I won't let you. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Okay, let's... Oh, only an orange.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine.
The Institute needs your help, Mr.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable.
Underground, without a
Whatever
Radstorm.
research you wanted to perform. Anything. It's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
He's got a point.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good.
Okay, crotch shot right there.
Okay.
That's unnecessary game.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director.
A little weird there.
Okay.
Anyway, Enrico.
I think we've got this under control. Thanks.
And
I'm here to help.
that is the end of a nice easy quest just to kind of... well, 560 experience for killing some Minutemen. Very kind of you, game. Very kind indeed. I think I'm picking up enough experience that even if I do get shot, I can at least hope that the weapons are not going to be super nasty. That I'll be able to catch the fact that I'm losing massive amounts of health, and then put on a couple pieces of endurance, a psycho jet, and kill the enemy before they finish killing me in the final fight. That final fight. Yeah, that's going to be... I need to make sure that I am thoroughly prepared for that. And I think it's going to be a short episode for that final fight. We'll just get ourselves nice and set up for that. But yeah, let's go talk to Father. And he's going to say something about announcing our presence to the world, which makes perfect sense for the Institute, which wants to stay nice and mysterious and hidden. I don't know. I've been trying to think of ways to, make excuses for the Institute. It's pretty hard, but I think there are methods that you could kind of employ that say the Institute actually makes sense, even though they're super isolationist. They suddenly make a big declaration of, hey, we're going to be here and we're powerful and everything.
Yes,
Anyway, so script, talking, stuff. Let's be the... I don't know if I want to be the villain this time. We'll see.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are in control. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your pointless struggles. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in unnecessary difficulties for all parties. Rest easy. Know that the future is looking bright, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Okay, so for this one, I went for the up options for each, and they're kind of a weird mix of aloofness and we don't really care about your pointless struggles, we're in control, you mean nothing. It's not diplomatic towards them, but it's not we're like the future, immediate annihilation, all that stuff that the right option tends to have. So I think I'm going down a little bit of a middle ground when it comes to how nasty I am to the Commonwealth as the Institute director. But that's enough of that. Let's talk to Sean.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it.
And that means going to talk off
a quaint
to...
phrase.
Oh, yeah. Fresh air is
like
exactly how I
before.
described the
Report.
Radstorm constantly raging. Now, let's reconfigure a transmitter. Should be just a bit. And of course, when I say just a bit, I actually mean it's going to take much longer than it should take because this live run, I thought it would be a good idea to do a live run because I'd be having to run from place to place without being able to spend too much time, but there is always going to be a lot of running around. And you're just a provisioner, and I still have my guns. Okay, good. Yeah, there's... I might have made a mistake by making this the live run. It's fun having the live stuff on here, but you can't get away from, in an RPG, just running around constantly. Just 90% this, pretty much. Sprint, 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 sprint. Hopefully we have a nice, safe time getting back to Diamond City. And I forget the transmitter details, but I think there's a way to see if you're doing it correctly without having to just take guesses. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And what time is it right now? Because I wouldn't mind actually... Okay, 6:33 p.m. I think I'll talk to Shane first, and the traders second, and then Travis third. And... something over... Oh, just a Brahmin. Anything massive just scares me, but usually it's just a Brahmin. Now, since we're level 61 and a half, I'm going in between. I really wish that I would have only barely got to 30% of my health bar as the max, but being at about 25%, it is not good. Not good whatsoever. Do I want to pick up more? 308 is only at 239. I feel like I should have extra just to be sure.
You need protection. Everyone.
I couldn't agree more.
Everything.
And 44 bullets towards me. And take random stuff that I don't need. And some gamma rounds. Wonderful. Fusion cores, I should be fine. But I'll take them anyway. There could be a situation where I want extra fusion cores that I'm not using. So, since I have great mentats, might as well. And Myrna.
Well, I suppose...
Uh-huh. Let's see what you got.
Odds and ends.
Okay, only 6 bullets from her. Could be much better. And take an extra thing. Don't even care. At the point where I really shouldn't be caring about any of this silliness. Shane has a little bit of a quest, and he is out.
Come on, people.
Fresh water, he says. Yeah, totally
Look
believe
how
it.
clean the water is now. Good job. Here's your pay. Now, how about you pick up some bottles for the road?
No, not at all. 84 experience. Are you serious, Shane? I stood in the rads for you. Or at least the Radstorm for you. Not worth it. Not worth it whatsoever. Talk to Travis quick like. Well, not talk to him. I think we just made it easy. Radio things with that. Radio things with that.
There.
Very nice. I see dials right here, so is that dials?
Let's try this.
That is definitely not dials. Buttons. That's, yeah, that's what lights up so we can tell what's going well and what's not. And there we go. Okay, so we can now speak with Father. Thank you, Travis.
If you don't mind.
Don't break your stuff, you say. Actually, I need this. I probably shouldn't be shooting it. And I just wasted, 8 bullets after making a big deal about how I should actually save my 308 ammo. Could have used my other gun. But yeah, I think it might be a good time to head back to the Institute and sleep. And, well, we're approaching the end in multiple ways, obviously. There is one big final thing that I need to actually make sure I have plenty of. Bullets and weapons and grenades and everything, so let's do a quick look in here. And dropping off junk. And picking up the extra. Don't think I need that many shots. I'm gonna rely on this most of all. So let's just throw that on there. Lots of bullets, that's fine. And cryogenic grenade, no. Plasma grenade, plasma mine, sure. Synth relay grenades, sure. And grab more of that. Vertebrate signal grenades, I feel like are kind of no longer useful to me. No idea why I'm thinking that, but yeah. Plasma grenades, plasma mines, more synth relay grenades. I really haven't used any throughout the fight, throughout the run. And, ooh, artillery smoke grenades. That might actually be useful. Fragmentation mines and fragmentation grenades are looking pretty good. Let's take, oh, so plenty of that. When it comes to weight and stakes and such, all of this makes sense-ish. That's fine. Let's go back to the Institute, and I think we're pretty much ready to make a final run against a couple organizations. Okay, so the Institute, and Father's going to, I think we have to meet him somewhere, turn on the reactor, attend a directorate meeting, and yeah, he's definitely in advanced systems now. Everything is going as intended, or partially as intended. Now we just need to pick up some more experience, and we are quickly approaching the end of the game. Now, I think I will... I think I'm going to go kill the railroad to end this episode. Railroad shouldn't be too much of an issue. I say that, they're probably going to have Gloria do, like, a ton of damage to me. But, yeah. If we end the Institute, then we'll be ready to really just jump into the last episode with one final gigantic hoorah against the Brotherhood. A simple victory where we just reprogram their robot to destroy their big blimp in the sky.
The transmitter has been modified.
Oh, so thoroughly.
If we're going to turn this thing on, let's get to it.
Yes, I'll let you do. This, my friends.
Go in here, plug the thing in. And good thing it's not like a USB, otherwise I would have plugged it in wrong the first time. Reactor status is offline. We can say start up. There we go. And we did not close the door before the big glowing lights started doing the big glowing light thing, so that's unfortunate.
You have helped us accomplish, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Can we not, like, clean this place up? Like, get the synths in here, maybe scrub down the walls a little bit, get a few things more organized. This is very messy in here.
Sean.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, look what you've made possible.
The job's done. That's what matters.
Don't lose sight of the fact that you're to be thanked for this. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed.
And now, since we're in charge of the Institute, we get to go get told how we're going to proceed. Makes perfect sense. Which it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but that's fine. It's a race, and we are winning. So the Directorate is going to ask us weapons or synth production. Now, it would make sense, and this is how I understand it doesn't work, but maybe I'm not looking at the right sources. It would make sense that this would affect the final fight. If you say more synths, then there's just more synths on the battlefield. If you say better weapons, then the synths that do show up have better weapons. That's what makes sense as this decision actually having some bearing on anything. Of course, this is the Institute, and things don't need to make sense. So I'm actually assuming that it wouldn't do anything, but I'm going to say more synths anyway, because I'd much rather have synths that I can give them weapons, as opposed to just synths starting out with better Institute weapons, which are notoriously not great. Yeah, not great whatsoever. I'm going to be finding plenty of weapons over at the Brotherhood's base.
Forward to working with you.
And here we go. So, a house divided. Oh.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore.
Totally forgot about house divided.
I'm sure you will. Right. Let's not be dramatic.
There's nothing dramatic to bring you up to speed with the reactor now on.
Okay,
sure
improving lives.
Yes.
And more power.
As the incoming director,
beating around the
felt it
bush.
important to inform.
We're going to fight against the Brotherhood.
I agree. We hit them hard before.
Good.
As director, we'd like your input on what to
increase synths.
Synths are the Institute's greatest strength. The more we have, the better off we are.
Well said.
Sure.
Thank you very much for your time. That's all we have for the moment.
And that was literally everything, but powering up gives us 590 experience. Pretty good. Pretty good right there. Where is Father? Probably still coming out of advanced systems at this point. Oh, we've got end of the line on standby. Yeah. Feel bad. I never did the bioscience quest where they're literally holding our food hostage. It's like a good thing that I should do, but here we are. Let's eat up. Get our food back, because being under 20% health is actually terrifying. Actually, that just made me think. If I run out of food and I get below 20% health, does the Destroyer of Acadia 4 times damage for 30 seconds? Oh, that's interesting. Because if I was doing that at the right time, that'd be a lot of damage towards me. Okay, enough about that. Father, can you speed up a little bit? Okay, whatever. And where is he? We're having to jump through a lot of hoops. You're finally making it, aren't you?
Ah, there you are. You've met with the directorate. I assume that it was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility.
There's no good answer.
And yet, as a leader, you must make those hard choices.
Well, I'm not making the hard choices. We've already decided that we're fighting people. The Institute, it doesn't work that well.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. The question is, where do you stand with them now?
They mean nothing to me. Never have.
I'll admit, I'm relieved to hear that. Then I certainly hope I can count on you for what needs to be done.
Time to kill them all.
Small, they must.
You don't have to worry about them any longer.
Thank you. Do what needs to be done.
Okay, time to kill Desdemona. And it's not just Desdemona that we're killing quite a few of them, unfortunately. I have to literally go into the Institute, and then from there...
The railroad has left us.
Okay, railroad has left us no option, I'm sure. And I clicked the wrong icon, so yeah, this is unfortunate. Taking our sweet time to get anywhere. But that's fine. Okay, now we can go off and kill the railroad. It'll be nice. Getting this far in this silly rad run, it'll be nice finding an ending to it one way or another. Just looking down at my 25% health, it's slowly gone down for so long, it's gotten a little, I don't know, strenuous. I don't like having low health, and that seems like a horrible mentality to have when you pretty much only play YOLO runs in Fallout 4, but it's just where we're at. Safest way is just to go along this side of the road. I think it makes sense to kill the railroad. I should have slept, and then that's fine though. So I'll just kill the railroad, And then we'll find some nice, easy enemies to take on, boost up our adrenaline for the final fight. Now, we shouldn't need full adrenaline, because the starting bit of the fight... I should cross over here, actually. Yeah, the starting bit of the fight over at Boston Airport is going to be more along the lines of killing a bunch of enemies, and we will be fairly safe. So, not too worried about it, but it probably will only grant us maybe 10 to 20% adrenaline. I really do think I need maxed out adrenaline for that final fight. I'm going to have to think of some easy areas to get some easy, not really experience, but enemies killed. So. I guess, yeah, I'm really doing this backwards because there's some easy raiders right outside over here that I could just lay down a artillery barrage on them, and that would probably do it, but yeah, did not think that through. Do they let you in the back door? Because they don't do the Brotherhood just storming in, making a big ruckus about the whole thing. So maybe, yeah, I think we might be able to get in the back door. I'll speed things up a little bit. Because I think you don't actually go hostile to them until you start shooting. We'll see. Now, Psychojet probably will start taking place, but I'm wondering if it's worthwhile to start out with a stealth boy. Potentially, but I'm pretty sure that we're not hostile immediately. I'm not going to waste it if I can help it. And I'm over-encumbered. Good, good, good. Yeah, overtired, 1 strength. Did I lose out on my World Rad Stag already? A very nice game. Seems to be a very short hour indeed. Okay. One way or another, let's do this. And there is Deacon. Not hostile. No issues whatsoever. Would be nice if I could just kill him in his sleep. I could pickpocket him to have a grenade on him. That'd be too mean though. I'm gonna take a... don't really want to take a Barry Mentats. I might have to take a Psychojet, though. Still hidden. Easier than I... Oh! Everyone is now very angry. I'm going to shoot them in the faces. And... Drummer Boy's done. Take him out. Shoot the left arm. Concentrated fire, do better than that. Oh, there's Gloria. Okay, I'm taking another one of these things. That's a little too scary. Sorry, Tinker Tom. Feel bad about that one. Ham is somewhere around here. What? You're taking a very long time to get out. Gloria, show yourself.
You think not?
Hey, Gloria was useless in that situation. And... why not kill Pam? Oh. Pam's kind of scary. Okay. Kind of pointless to kill Pam, unfortunately. But that's the railroad. Nice and dealt with. Gloria was not as nasty as Gloria was kind of put up to be. Railroad HQ key. I don't even know where Gloria died. Not that I care too much. Gonna drop that minigun immediately. Tinker Tom. I'm sorry about that, Tinker. Can I drop the Mila, whatever those things are called? Probably in M's. Okay, there we go. Those are big. So, with all of that taken care of, we can go straight back to the Institute and tell them the good news that they don't need to worry about the big, scary, nasty organization, the Railroad. Yeah. That was underwhelming, to say the least. But there is really not much left to do. I think I really need to sleep. I really need to build up some adrenaline again as quickly as possible. And honestly, it might be a good idea to go off to City Hall and kill the Mirelurks there, because Mirelurk hatchlings are such a good way of getting easy experience, well, not easy experience, but easy adrenaline built up. So that might be actually what we're doing as our last stop before the final fight, which is coming up pretty soon. I think Friday, late afternoon, early evening, will be the finale, the grand finale of the Silly Rad Run, and our... Oh, it's, I hope it goes well. We are taking a big leap of faith with our capacity to, you know, not get shot up immediately and die by a bunch of Brotherhood of Steel Gatling lasers. They have missile launchers. They have rapid-fire weapons. Lots of laser light shows happening between the synths and the Brotherhood of Steel. Going to be difficult, but I think it is possible. What we're going to have to do is do some research. It's been quite a while since I've done a Institute ending, and so yeah, we're going to be looking at a few people. Super Twonky is a person who's completed a YOLO run, and they had a really interesting way of doing it. It doesn't really work under my rule set, unfortunately. Are there enemies nearby? Is that what it said? Institute. Okay. It's not wanting me to go to the Institute. Usually means enemies are nearby, but it usually flags that there's enemies nearby. I'm gonna sprint a little bit. And are there still enemies nearby? No, there are not. Okay, good. So yeah, Super Twonky, I'll be looking at his run. His run did a great job of ending with the Institute in a YOLO run. And yeah, if you want to see a fun run, he does it an interesting way. Like I said, it doesn't exactly work with my rule set, because I count any legendary effect, any unique item as something that's not allowed. He ends up using one. It doesn't have a star, so it's not legendary in his book. But yeah, it makes it a fun sort of run. I enjoyed that. So yeah, it was tough, and
I assure
it
you
was
that
not
there was
tough.
no
It
other
was
way.
actually very easy.
There is obviously one final threat.
Yes.
Sure. There's always one last thing.
You're not wrong, I suppose. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them, before they can destroy us.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
I'm glad you agree. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here. There are more of them out there in the world, Father. And they too will come for us.
We can defeat them now. We can defeat them again, if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But it would be smarter to put an end to it now. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
The Institute is nothing if not thorough. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. Time is of the essence.
And there we go. Airship down is our next and final quest. Well, besides Nuclear Family if we make it. But yeah, that is definitely for next time. Do not talk to me, Synth. I am above you and beyond you. And I'm doing an outro, so it's better to not talk to me. But yes, what we have to do is get a little bit of adrenaline after sleeping And then from there, we will be able to have one last hurrah, one final fight with the Brotherhood, and it's going to be a tough one. I don't exactly expect to make it, and I'll be a little sore if I end up failing at this final juncture. It'll be the first time I've actually had a YOLO run in a very long time that I've actually died before making it to the end. But yeah, this is going to be the toughest thing yet. We're only at 25% of our health. We've got some really nasty enemies out there. We're above level 60. I think, what is it, level 61, almost level 62. And yeah, we have to go take on the Brotherhood at their own base with some help of some synths, but that's not too helpful in the long run. So, next Friday, final episode where we complete Fallout 4, You Only Live Once, done live with the Rad Run. Gonna be a fun one. Hopefully you're looking forward to it, because I know I am. And so until then, thanks for joining me, and farewell.